and welcome back. Guess who's back with an actual makeup tutorial, and I'm really excited about this one because this has been my go-to look for the last couple of weeks and you guys seem to love it as much as I do. It's honestly mainly inspired by these lashes that I figured out how to wear differently, so I will show you guys that today. The other reason why I love this look so much is it's gonna look so good on so many different eye colors with any outfit. It's so simple, yet the eyes kind of give a bold statement with the cat eye effect, and it's so sultry. I love it. And anytime I wear this makeup look, everyone always asks for a tutorial, so here we are. Let's get started. Breakouts, fun. Okay, so to be honest, I was gonna cover this up and then start the video, but then I figured, let me just show you the real tea and show you exactly how I cover if I have any breakouts. So these I actually extracted last night. They're completely flat, so there's nothing really there, but it's still really red. So I'm gonna show you how I conceal that, how I cover it up. Normally I would go in and just use the Mercier tinted moisturizer. That's what I've been using lately, and some concealer, and that's it. But today I need a little more full coverage, so we're gonna go in with the green concealer first, conceal, and then I'm actually gonna use foundation today. A little bit here, and that's it. And then I blend this out. I was really hoping my skin would not be like this so I could show you how I use the tinted moisturizer because it's so good. If you guys haven't tried it, definitely check it out. This isn't sponsored. I just love it so much. That's okay. I'm gonna use a little more fuller coverage today. I just realized that I forgot to prime. Let's see if this will still work. I've been using the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Primer from Fenty, and this stuff is so good. My skin has been really dry lately, so I really like this and how it like makes my makeup go on so much more smoother. I'm gonna try to just go around where I concealed so I don't ruin it. My skin has been so dry lately, so I've been using like tons of hydrating primers and foundation. That's why I like the tinted moisturizer, is because it's so like light and hydrating on the skin. But I have a foundation today that's really hydrating as well, so that's what I'm gonna use. Okay, I think that worked. Next time, prime before you do any kind of concealing. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever HD stick, and this is in the shade Y315. It's like the perfect neutral warm color. And I also just realized my brushes are in the kitchen, so let me go grab that. Okay, got the brushes. And the way I apply is actually with the brush first, and then I kind of blend it out with the Beauty Blender. This like a little bit goes a long way, and I love this because it actually like covers everything. It's also very hydrating, believe it or not, so that's why I like it. Like, it doesn't dry down super matte. It dries to like a natural skin finish. So you see how well that covered all the redness, and like the green concealer helps a ton. Okay, so then if I need further coverage on the red spots, I feel like I do just a little bit here. So I'm gonna use the Mercier Flawless Fusion Longwear Concealer, probably these two shades combined. This may seem like a lot, but if you use the right products and like layer it correctly, it will feel like honestly very light. I am still doing cream bronzing, so I am gonna use the Huda Beauty TanTour, just because my skin, like I said, it's dry, and when you have dry skin, this just goes on so much better than like a bunch of powders, so I prefer this. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this to my forehead. Now this looks like a lot, but remember, this blends out. Like, when you start to blend it, it actually just blends away so easily. Who is she? Using a drugstore concealer. Okay, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. It's a bit light, so I am gonna mix it. I just like the coverage of this. As soon as I have my concealer on, I whip out the translucent powder. We got no time to waste, because once you blend this out, you gotta hurry up and set it. Honestly, you guys, I hate doing my eyebrows with a passion. Like, it takes way too long. So I'm gonna go do my brows. I'll be right back. Okay, that took like 7 years, but I'm finally done with my brows. I actually really like how they turned out. So I used just this pencil, the Precisely My Brow #3 from Benefit, and then I set them before and after with the soap brows. I am on a roll. Another drugstore product. This is the Sun-Kissed Silky Matte Bronzing Powder from Milani, and this I'm just gonna contour with, and then I think to like bronze I'm gonna use the Hoola from Benefit. I've hit pan a long time ago on this, but I'm still trying to scrape whatever's left in there. I'm gonna set my face real quick just to kind of melt the bronzer with the powder and stuff because I feel like it's looking a little chalky with some MAC Fix Plus. This one was really good. It's the lavender flavor. And I don't know if they sell it anymore, but I'm trying to like hold on to it. Oh, it smells so good. For the eyes, you can honestly use any palette that has a brown, black, and maybe like a white color. So I'm gonna use the new Sigma Enchanted palette. It has a creamy white, and then it has a few browns and a black, so that'll work. So I'm gonna use this shade right here for the crease called Terra. It's really nice, like burnt brown color. You can honestly even just use your bronzer. It really doesn't matter. And I think I will use a little bit of the bronzer that I use since it's more cool toned. I think it'll be a nice mix. This eye look is super easy. The only like tricky part I would say is maybe the eyeliner, but it's like super thin that it's kind of hard to mess up. So that's it for the lid. Literally so easy. And then you take your white or cream shadow. I prefer cream just because it's more like a softer payoff. I take the cream shade and I basically put it all over the lid, but more like focused towards the inner corner and then buff it out towards the end. And it kind of gives it more of like a cleaned up look as opposed to just leaving it like that. Or concealer is a little too harsh in my opinion, so I like to just use like a really nice cream eyeshadow. So take your black eyeshadow. It really helps if you have like a flat definer brush like this, very thin and very flat. You want to just start stamping. You can also use liquid liner for this. I do this part with eyeshadow and then the inner corner, like cat eye part, I do with liquid liner. So once I get to the inner corner, I stop and then I take my liquid liner. I like using the Fenty Beauty Fly liner. It's super thin. I need to get really close for this. You basically turn it sideways, not pointing towards you, but like pointing sideways. And then you basically just lay it down and kind of use it to like stamp, if that makes sense. So then I go over the eyeshadow, but super thin, like barely touching, only touching at the lash line. As you can see, I did this eye. So what you want to do, again, you want to be really close to your mirror for this, and then from this line draw down towards your tear duct into like a sharp point to create the illusion of an elongated eye. So when you get to here, I switch back to the eyeshadow, and then instead of like rounding it out and going all the way down, because my eye is pretty round and most people have pretty round eyes, so what you do is you stop like right about here and then you go straight out, if that makes sense. So like more up, kind of like that. As you can see, right there is where my eye ends, and instead of taking it down to make my eyes look more round, I took it straight out, so it makes it look more almond shaped. Once you put on your mascara, your lashes, it'll all come together. So let's put on some lashes. I almost forgot, one thing that I really like to do with this look or with any eyeliner look is you want to add some black waterproof liner into your upper waterline, just so that when you put on your lashes, you can't see any skin and it just looks more seamless. Almost poke your eye out. Like through here, you can still see my skin peeking through, and this one just looks more seamless. Finally, for the finishing touch, the lashes that made the whole look come together. These are the Sinful lashes from Velour. Very wispy, and then they have a really nice winged out effect towards the end. Normally when you do wear false lashes, you're supposed to measure them to your eye, and if there's a lot of excess towards the end, you normally just cut it off, which is what I do. But these lashes, I feel like I was wearing them wrong this whole time. When I used to wear them, I would cut off like 2 whole chunks at the end and it wouldn't give me the same effect. It wasn't like a pop-in lash, but when I left on the whole strip, it looked so insane that I instantly fell in love. I do cut off like the glue part from the tip of the lash, and it has like a little bit of glue, so I cut that off. As you can see, it like flops down over here, which is what you would normally cut off, but the trick here is to leave it on, and the way that you glue it is you glue it kind of more straight, and then the tail, instead of gluing it down towards your natural eye, you want to do what we kind of did with the liner, is you want to glue it more straight, and it'll give it like that illusion of an elongated eye. I'll show you. And I've been also liking the Velour lash glue. Place it down. So So right away I like to push the middle part down to stick it, and then I connect the sides. It's just easier that way. Okay, so then you take the end of it and you glue it more straight instead of down. Now that it's dry, I take the mascara and I go like this, and it kind of glues the real lashes with the false lashes even more, and it also gives you a nice lift. Okay, lashes are on. As you can see, it just makes your eye look so much more winged out, even though we didn't really even do a wing liner. Okay, I'm feeling a little crazy, so let's do some blush. I'm gonna use Luminoso from Milani. Anytime I wear a nude lip, everyone always asks what I'm wearing, so I'm gonna give you the deets on what I've been using. So I take MAC Strip Down, line my whole lip. Okay, and then with this look, I love a matte lip as well. So I take Huda Beauty Staycation. It's literally the most perfect nude. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, like it's literally the perfect nude. And this is my perfect nude lip. Alright, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have been obsessed with this look, so I'm so happy that I got to share it with you guys today. If you guys recreate it, definitely tag me on Instagram so I can see it. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.